Watch out or you might get hit by a sledgehammer in the face. It is time to talk to Ad, the singer of Moker. Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. My name is Belgian Jasper. Today I'm talking to the frontman and one of the songwriters of the Belgian Death Metal institution, which is Moker.
Ad from Moker, thank you very much for your time today. So for those of you who don't know, Moker is the Dutch word for sledgehammer, which is a really good name for a extreme metal band. You guys released a single relatively recently called Sentenced to Death for Manslaughter. How's the reaction been going so far?
Yeah, we did a release of the song and a video clip of the song Sentenced to Death for Manslaughter. And the reactions were fucking amazing. I uploaded the song at our YouTube channel, and it's called Moker Death Metal. And I received some positive comments and reviews. And also two major channels, Metal Hardcore and Hardcore Worldwide, picked it up, and now it's going global.
Yeah, that's
So
amazing.
fans all over the world shared the clip, even in Japan and Mexico.
Yeah, that's amazing. And so we're obviously right now going through this worldwide pandemic with the COVID crisis. Was the band working on more songs and a new album? Or was this a one single? What's going on with the band under this moment?
Plan to release a new CD EP as soon as possible. So the song will be on it, the Sentence to Death for Manslaughter. In 2019, we came with a new album. It's called Home Invader, which is a concept album. It tells a story about a burglar who starts a killing spree. And the EP that we're gonna do is gonna be the sequel. So he's
Cool.
gonna get arrested and convicted for his felonies. Due to the coronavirus, we couldn't rehearse, but we worked on new material and new songs at home. Glenn, our drummer, and Kenneth, our bass player, have a home studio. So we
Okay.
recorded some new songs and we got 3 songs on the way.
And so for those of you that can't wait, the song is already available on the Facer Underground sampler right now that people can get a hold of, right? So people don't have to wait for the new EP to come out. You can grab that song right now or just watch it on YouTube if you are up for it, because Moker is a pretty extreme band, let's be honest. I remember from your first album that it was kicked off with a sampler from, I think, the Saw 2 movie with the sentence, "Oh yeah, there will be blood." I think that is a perfect way to capture what Moker is all about. Moker tends to put the audience in the mind of serial killers, people that go on killing sprees. You guys force people to face some very dark thoughts. So where does this come from? Like, what happened?
Yeah, if we want to create a new album, I like to work with a concept story. So, for example, we got Total Domination. It's a domination of someone. We got Satan's Den. It's like BDSM. And it tells a story about David Parker Ray, also known as a toy box killer. He's an American serial killer and suspected by the police to have murdered as many as 60 people. He had a trailer, it's called the Toy Box, and it was equipped with items used for sexual torture. So it's a twisted concept, twisted topic, and I like to do. He played a tape for his victims, and it's on the Satan's Den album, and it's called Tape Transcription David Parker Ray.
It makes the song or the album very real, and it puts the listener in a very uncomfortable position, which is a really interesting paradox when you listen to Moker. It's music that gives you energy and that makes you come alive. At the same time, you could also go like, hey, wait a minute, I'm enjoying this, and this is a weird thing to think about. So have there been any reactions on the fact that you guys use real stories and actual like you said, tape recordings of the actual crimes?
Yeah, I like to do that realistic topics like sadists, psychopaths, and so it's twisted thoughts for twisted people like us. That's why I do it.
All right, so let's go a little bit back into history because I believe in 2023 it will be the 20th anniversary of Moker, and I don't want to make you feel old right now, but that's quite a journey. Are there any plans that you guys are working on for the 20th anniversary?
Yeah, we plan to celebrate the 20th anniversary for sure. Together with our guitarist Dirk, we organize every year a metal festival. It's called Catacomb Fest. We plan to headline there and we make it an epic show. But 2 years ago, we celebrate our 15th anniversary. And we did that in Decays in Antwerp, and it was packed full of people. And we did a set of 1 hour and a half, and some guest performances of our old members, Angelo, Stan, and Bert. It was a fucking brutal show, and we hope to do that also at Catacomb for a 20th anniversary.
That's amazing. And you actually called it out. There have been some lineup changes at Moker in the past, but it's clear to see that, you know, the former members are still kind of part of the family, and some of the members, including guitar player Derek, that you call out, you know, have been working with you on this for so many years. I assume that Moker has really become, you know, a tight friends club as well. Otherwise, you couldn't survive for 20 years.
We got a strong connection, a bond. But Moker started at 2003 with the ex-members of the metalcore band Lynchpin. So Angelo, Frey, and Wouter and myself, we created the Moker style, we say. It's a mix of hardcore, metalcore and death metal with some heavy, brutal beatdown and mosh parts.
That is interesting because I wanted to ask you about that. Would you agree that over the years there has been somewhat of an evolution of the Moker sound? Because if you listen back to the earlier albums, I would say that there's a heavier focus on that, you know, hardcore influence. But over the years, I would say that the brutal death metal part has definitely become more the focus.
Yeah.
Do you agree with that?
It's true. We became a more mature and technical band. If you get the CDs, you got the split CD with Outcast, and the Translating the Pain is more metalcore. Then you got the Total Domination CD. It's deathcore for sure. Our latest album, Home Invader and Satan's Den, that's more brutal death metal.
Yeah.
But I also play in two other bands, and one band is more hardcore related. It's called Come Get Some. It's old school hardcore. And the second band I play is Dead Man Walking, and it's 90s metalcore we do, and we plan to have a CD in a couple of months, and it's titled Forgive Me Father for I Have Sinned.
All right,
so
something to look forward to.
I'm busy.
It's great to see so much creativity coming out of this time when everybody has to stay at home and work with different tools than we would like to. I'm sure that, you know, we've been following, you know, the world news and all the protests against police brutality, people of color being, you know, mistreated in jails as well. And that for me made me think about, I think it was the last song on your first album called Last Note, about Rotten Yulin, if I remember, who was basically a teenager in the U.S. correction facility. And he eventually committed suicide. And he left a note, and that note was the inspiration for the song Last Note. How do you think about the relevancy of that song again, but also, you know, does the world news inspire you?
Yeah, I like to do real stuff. So the suicide letter, I got this one, and Translating the Pain is inside the CD. So if you take out the CD, this is an original letter of Rodney Huyen.
Oh wow.
So it's fucking amazing that he wrote it himself. It's the suicide letter, and that's I want to do. I want to create some real stuff, not some fiction. Last song is also emotionally for me because Angelo, who left the band, the last song he played was Last Note.
Oh wow.
So yeah, and we played it also together with Sturgeon Brussels. It was together with the Volbeat and Spall Engine. So it's, Yeah, you can check it out on YouTube. Last Note.
I'll definitely add the link in the description for that video. And for me personally as well, I would say that Last Note is definitely a personal favorite of mine for sure.
Yeah, I grew up with hardcore and metalcore, so
But at the end of the day, the one thing that we want to look forward to already is the Catacomb Fest 2023 with the 20th anniversary show of Moker, which is going to be epic.
yes, for
All
sure.
right. All right, so Ad, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. I look forward to learning more about the new material coming out. And for everybody else, go check out that new single, get that Facer Underground sampler, and listen to Sentence to Death for Manslaughter. Thank you so
Oh
much.
yeah.
Thank you for watching this video. If you want to see more content like this, click right here and subscribe to the channel.